10:08 a.m. This recording is being done in a place called Adelaide, South Australia. It's not quote-unquote hell, but is the most unspiritual place on the planet or that the world has ever known or will ever know. And I don't come to that conclusion at all through any thinking procedures. So I thought I'd just say what happened. I met some local characters, most of whom were just very unfortunate, caught up in various buying and sellings, quarter planes, relation fellowship, headed by a woman named Maha as the president, who was in India, she said, when JFK president was killed. And I won't say what she describes, I won't say what she foresaw, but she was in the cave of Babaji. So in London, what happened was I met a character who had been in prison with Mahatma Gandhi or Mohan Gandhi, and there were terrible things had happened to him. And he was working as an astrologer, but Dayama says that those planets are nothing more than forms of electricity. He advertised himself as God incarnate. I caught a few trains and went to a few places in England and thought I'd write a letter to Her Majesty the Queen, in which I said, hello, I'm just here temporarily. I had to get away from the most unspiritual place on the planet. By the way, I am God. Mailed off the letter, then bought a plane ticket back to Adelaide. And there was a shop just somewhere near the airport or before the airport selling little plastic badges saying God. And that was okay because back home, some of those junkies were children of God. And it was the only way they could cope with heroin addiction and people pushing heroin onto them. When I got back to Australia, a similar kind of thing was still going on, but much worse than before I left. And that was, within 1 year, the heroin trade had doubled 500, 1,000%. That's all I'll say. Having a spiritual reality is totally different from living in Adelaide. There was something I had in mind talking about John Lennon getting murdered. He did become part of that through and if you've ever heard Yoko Ono, you know she's not kidding. All right, well, that's it. I'll turn it off now, and thank you. Goodbye.